Hello everybody, welcome back to SheffPlays, and in today's video we are talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I'm going to do my best to not jump into spoiler territory, but it's gonna be tough because this movie moves very quickly. It is almost 2 hours long, or wait, no, it is over 2 hours long. It's a little over 2 hours, but it's super, quick with the information when it throws it at you. So I'm gonna do my best, kind of just give my thoughts and opinions on this movie and talk about it a little bit, and say whether or not I recommend it, but I guarantee you can already tell what I'm going to say. So let's just boogie on down. To start off, this movie is a ton of fun. I don't know, I found myself enjoying it the whole time. There wasn't really any moments where I was like, oh, can't wait for this to be over. Or when are they going to do something? Because there's almost always something being, there. And being Five Nights at Freddy's, I was watching the screen like a hawk. Legitimately scanning back and forth. There's gotta be something behind something, or there's gotta be something here, or something there, or in the background. And there is. There's not as much as I thought. I might still be missing stuff. But even to the blind eye, mine, I was seeing things, and I was like, that's either creepy, or that's awesome, or that's crazy. And there's things that they're blatantly right in your face that are that's super cool. So yeah, it's not a bad movie. I've been seeing a lot of people being like, that was disappointing, that wasn't what I wanted. You have to take into consideration that this is, although it's an intense story, there's a lot of child murder, a lot of murder in general. The games are directed at young teens and 10-year-olds and whatnot, so they couldn't pull Saw levels of intensity. So they did what they could, and even then it's still decent. There's a couple times in there where I was like, wow, that was kind of insane. Because of that, when the big things do happen, it's whoa. If you've played the games or read the books, you know the main plot twist. But I will say, there's 2 plot twists in there, but you'll know at least one of them if you've done those things. But there's another one in there that completely caught me off guard. I couldn't have told you that's what was going to be said or happen in a million years, just because it just kind of happens and they just kind of tell you. And I don't know, it's a ton of fun because of that. And it just oh, hold on, because I have a thing of notes here on the side that I'm reading through, so I can make sure, I wrote down things that might be spoilers, so I don't accidentally say them. Because, I said, okay, so let's talk about that, actually, while I have the notes up. For spoilers, when information is thrown at you, it's here's the information, here's what you need to know about it, let's move on. And it's very quick. Not so quick that you won't notice things. It's almost to the point where you notice them, but there's nothing to notice because it's solved immediately. I think there's only one instance, and I have a friend who watched this movie the night it came out, and we talked about it because I watched it last night, and she agreed with me that there was this one big point that's not really touched on. It's mentioned. It's a very big thing that's mentioned, but they kind of just mention it and move on. And it's very late in the movie. It's we're talking 15 minutes to the end of the movie, but it's mentioned and dropped, and they just don't explain it or expand on it. You kind of just have to accept oh yeah, okay, this is how it is. Which, by the way, there's 2 key plot points to this movie. One, by the time it's brought up, you'll have figured it out already. And another was the plot twist, and it's the same way. They tell you the problem, the characters are okay, and then you move on, and do whatever happens next at Freddy's. It's fast, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I think the movie lived to the hype, as much as some people are no, it was a bad movie, 0 stars. I think it deserves 9. Honestly, I enjoyed it. There's a ton of little things in there for small and big FNAF fans. And I highly recommend it. So, on all honesty, on the chef scale, it's a 9 out of 10, baby. I loved it. It was like, I don't know, it was awesome. And I really cannot wait for the next one. And like, you know, Matthew Lillard killed it. Josh Hutcherson killed it. The girl who played his little sister did an awesome job. Vanessa, you know, is okay. I don't think she's terrible. It feels weird that she's there. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day. See you in the next one. And until then, keep FNAFing. So that's the outro for today's video. And I do highly recommend this one. It's on Peacock if you don't want to go to the theater. So yeah, see ya.